Scott's on, the historian I've ever met that's human. But the funny thing that we're going to do, one of my favorite Facebook and Lil's Facebook friends is Scott's dad, who lives in Midland, who is a desert rat if there ever was one. And he is, I know he's an old hippie. He can write great poetry.
I'll tell him you said that.
We've been emailing and Facebooking back and forth now for I guess a couple of years. And we were supposed to do something last year, and I didn't know what was going on in the world, so I couldn't do that. This year we're going to, Winston and I will meet for the first time at the convention, and he's going to talk about the history, as I understand it, of his family, their origins in the East Texas regions and how they went on to East Texas. I'm going to talk about the East Texas influence on country music from day one till how it's changed it right now. Still the biggest stars are coming from East Texas, always have. Gene Autry, all of them, were from East Texas. So it will be,
Tex Ritter?
Tex Ritter, yeah. Tex Ritter couldn't talk and he couldn't sing, and Matty Fortune singing. That's why I'm trying this tonight. Maybe I will. Let's see. I got another. John, you're sleeping. I've lost them. I very seldom lose them.
You didn't lose it, you just misplaced it.
Oh, this is I like it. There's a lot of truth in this if you listen to it. We lost Sandra Dee last year, and we never did find her because she was dead. And I've lost the page to her thing. I dropped that. But I can remember that Sandra Dee was just about the hottest thing around. And probably you can too if you're admit it. But I got 50,000 songs in my head at any time. In a minute, I'm going to tell you all about a new medication the doctor put me on last week. It makes you want to commit suicide. Now, isn't that great? I'll tell you about that after all the rest coming out. I think this is one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. It was written by a guy named Don Henry John Vince, and was recorded by Kathy Mattea. Clara had all but given up when she and Edmund fell in love. She touched his face and shook her head. In disbelief, she sighed and said, "In many dreams I've held you near. Now at last, you're really here. Where have you been? I've looked for you an hour of the day. Where have you been? I'm just not myself when you're away." He asked her for her hand for life, and she became a salesman's wife. He was home each night by 8, but one stormy night he was late. Her frightened tears fell to the floor until his keys turned in the door. Where have you been? I've looked for you an hour in a day. Where have you been? I'm just not myself when you're away. They've never spent a night apart. For 60 years, she had heard him snore. Now they're in a hospital, in separate beds, on different floors. Claire soon lost her memory, forgot the names of her family. She never spoke a word again. Then one day they wheeled him in. He held her hand, stroked her hair, and in a very fragile voice she said, "Where have you been? I've looked for you an hour and a day. Where have you been? I'm just not myself when you're away." Yeah, gorgeous. That is good. Have you ever sneaked a date with an old girlfriend? Nobody really does.
Look around, see if he's gonna say something.
I love that. Nobody will admit it. Today, the weather was so pretty. When I had lunch, I went out for a stroll. I walked and did some window shopping and met someone I used to know. The years had been kind to her beauty. When I first saw her, my heart jumped. Tonight, if I seem disenchanted, it's because I took a memory to lunch. We sat and talked about the old days, and misty teardrops in our eyes, and reconfirmed an old suspicion. The past grows old, but never dies. The charm that draws two hearts together by 4 o'clock was just too much. 2 days and years we had between us were down to just 2 coffee cups. You can't relive life in an hour. The afternoon kept wearing on. I'm sorry that I'm late for dinner. It's because I took a memory to lunch. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And that happens more often than you think, you know. We had a TV show. Donna Burkett is here. Donna has been my secretary since right after Noah and Bill Cosby wrote for R. And she never has anything to do, so she works at the college in her spare time. But she has been my right hand for so many years, and we just love her dearly. And I guess